Good morning, gang. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Early Thursday morning, figure I would put this up before we all start heading to grandma's house or get in the kitchen or watch a football game. Figure there's probably going to be a few beers and glasses of wine consumed today. So we'll try to do this while people can still pay attention a little bit. Couple of things I want to hit. First off, I want to thank everybody. As of this morning, we have met the goal of $10,000 for the holiday drive. I know there's probably still more coming in. I know for certain there's more still coming in the mail. With a little luck, maybe we'll actually have raised more this year than we did last year. And that'll be nice for the food bank, the animal shelter, and the kids' toy drive. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. That's something we can all be very proud of and something we can all give thanks for today, that out of our good hearts, we've helped other people who may be struggling at this point. Okay, second thing I want to get into. Lots of emails yesterday, lots of comments, a couple of phone calls, or texts, I guess, if you will, from people I know about the whole interesting scenario that took place at Niagara Falls last night. And people were wondering why I didn't put up a video. I knew about it. Mrs. P was actually in Walmart. I was sitting out in the car while she was shopping when I found out about this yesterday. Probably about 12:30. So about an hour after, I guess, it happened. And the question came up, are you going to talk about this? Like, I'm going to wait for the details to come out. And that's usually the way I'll do things, because sometimes if it's blatantly obvious, I can be first, if you will. Personally, I'd rather be right. Being first is wonderful. You get all the clicks, right? That's what the media wants. That's what a lot of YouTubers or TikTokers, I was the first one to come out with this one. Yeah, well, maybe that didn't work out so well yesterday. Initial reports by the media, including a big headline by Fox News, I didn't even look to see what CNN or anybody like that talked about, said almost instantly, unverified sources tell us this was an act of terrorism, trying to freak everybody out. Turns out it was a rich old man who lost control of his Bentley as he was coming back from a Kiss concert being canceled and going to a casino. My guess is he was probably inebriated and missed. Okay, wasn't paying attention and crashed. But the media, of course, had to spin it into something it's not. Now, I'm certainly not going to tell everybody, there's no risk of terrorism. I think with everything going on in the world right now, we're probably at a higher risk than we've been in a long time. Okay? But don't let the media continue to lie to you. Wait till you have all the full facts. Be prepared in case they were right, but don't jump to conclusions, because a lot of times they're wrong. Again, it goes right back to what we've said many times: head on a swivel, situational awareness, know what's going on around you, and be careful. But God forbid, do not let them win. Do not, under any circumstances, change your plans or live in fear. That's exactly what they want you to do. And the way we beat them is by not living in fear, by being prepared to combat them if they ever try to do something stupid around us. Yeah. So that being said there. So fortunately, no, we didn't have a terrorist attack yesterday. What happens today? It's anybody's guess. Okay. Welcome to life. Nobody can predict the future accurately, including me. Wait, because my 2023 predictions so far seem pretty crappy. Looked at that the other day. Finally, the interesting one. If you guys have heard this, because of course the media is playing this one all over the place, and I get an absolute kick on it out of it, how the liberals are trying to spin great economics under Joe Biden. That we've seen this. Thanksgiving dinner prices are down, right? Heard that. The Biden administration had this big old tweet yesterday about it. Gavin Newsom had this big old tweet about it, how the prices of this are down and that is down and this is down. Then the other one that was top, gas prices, right? They're down. I get a kick out of this. Gas prices, this was a Biden administration tweet yesterday. Gas prices are at the lowest level they've been since 2020, right? Remind me again who was president in 2020. Yeah, Joe, you took office in January 2021. So what you're saying is these are the lowest gas prices in since your administration started. However, they're still higher than your predecessor. That's exactly what I call a success. Gee, this is the best of the worst. Okay. Then the other one about Thanksgiving dinner, okay? According to surveys, whatever they do, the average price for a Thanksgiving dinner this year is $6.11 per person. Okay, they do $61.17 for 10. Okay, so $6.11 per person is what it costs for Thanksgiving, right? Oh, that's so down. That's down $6, I'm sorry, that's down from last year, right? Except they had to throw that other one in there. Oh, yeah, but it's still 25% higher than it was in 2019. Oh, yeah. Who was president in 2019? So we're talking about it's lower than Joe's administration, but still higher than his predecessors. Okay. So, yes, Biden's comparing himself to himself and saying how good of a job he's done. Yes. The other one I saw, I guess some 20% of the American public now has given up on making Thanksgiving dinner, that they're going to order fast food instead because they don't have enough time to cook a Thanksgiving dinner. Now, a lot of you, male or female, are cooking Thanksgiving dinner this weekend, whether it's today or tomorrow, whenever family can come. And all I can think of when I hear I don't have enough time is, who are you crapping? You're too lazy. That's it. Okay. Now, I get it if it's not affordable, but that wasn't the excuse that was given. It was, I don't have enough time. So Mrs. P and I did our stuff yesterday. Combined, it took me probably 20 minutes to make the stuffing for my turkey and maybe 2 minutes to stuff it and then throw it in a roaster. Okay, it's ready to go. I made green bean casserole. That took me a minute. Now it'll have to go in the oven. We made pumpkin pies. It took us, by taking everything out that we had, 5 minutes. We made sweet potatoes. Emptied a jar, put some brown sugar, put some marshmallows on top, 2 minutes. Yeah, today I'll have to peel some potatoes. That'll take 5 minutes. Mash them up. So maybe combined total, it took us an hour. How long does it take you to cook dinner on a normal day? An hour, okay? Depending on what your prep time is or something. But if my total prep time for today was an hour, how can you not have enough time? Most people are off work today, okay? What else do you have to do that's so important? Your Twitter account will wait. Trust me, the world's not going to end if some of these people don't get on Twitter. If they put their phone down for an hour, maybe they could actually enjoy the holiday and celebrate the harvest. That was something I found very interesting. They're lazy or they don't know how to cook. And my guess is it's a combination of both. Because why would you order McDonald's rather than have a nice dinner? Even when it's just been me and Mrs. P here, we still make a turkey. Why? Because that's what you do on Thanksgiving, right? It's just nice. And maybe your Thanksgiving is a ham, or maybe it's a goose, or maybe because of Joe's economy, we're just doing chicken this year. But you still have a little bit of time to celebrate the harvest, which is what this is all about. It's not any crazy religious thing or historical thing or anything like that. Thanksgiving was originally to celebrate the harvest. That is it. And hopefully a lot of us have the ability this year to celebrate our harvest. I mean, I'll be eating green beans that I grew and sweet potatoes that I grew and potatoes that we grew and celebrate our harvest. That's just something interesting. Unless you're a liberal, or at least a liberal journalist, this was the dumbest thing I've ever heard out of a journalist. There's a bunch of liberals coming out of the New York Times and stuff like that that think we should cancel Thanksgiving altogether and change the holiday to Truthsgiving. I thought that was kind of humorous in itself because the word truth and liberal journalist don't belong in the same novel, let alone the same sentence. Okay. You know, the New York Times and truth, there ain't a whole lot of it there. Okay. I mean, there's more truth than Mad Magazine. But yes, they want to cancel Thanksgiving and talk about the truth. Right? You want to talk about the truth, practice on some other days first. Maybe then we'll get into this. But as for the rest of that, I'm going to celebrate with the turkey, my wife, my best friend, and enjoy the day. Guys, I hope today on Thanksgiving, y'all have a little bit of fun. Put the worries of the world behind you for a few hours. Celebrate with loved ones. Enjoy the day. Smile, laugh. Don't think about politics. Don't think about the wars. Don't think about the economy. Enjoy a good turkey, however your stuffing is, and have a good nap. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Pinball out.